The rusty ladder leads. The disc, in addition, not to mention. What if that's yeah? Because
Teleportation is not a... Oh yes, it could...
the distance, in addition, not to... That's yeah, because falling from that height, see, on second thought, maybe teleport, because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks and nothing is happening. The lieutenant looks... Old building like your eyes slowly begin. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Give, however, and it's...
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it. You and the lieutenant.
Our tenant. Huh. I see Lily.
In, she is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able...
Every snow... I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to...
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
My name... Feel free to step in and browse our... I'm signaling...
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Oh, no, sir. My name... Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signaling...
A sudden gush of wind.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy...
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Oh yes, how's my precious doing? She's a good girl. You must... Good.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
Those...
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store.
Does Kuno care?
Oh, it's you again. Are you...
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more
Where...
place.
How did I be? Some of my friends were... I've grown crafty over the...
To the left. A colourful display.
The pale. Sure. So, are you gonna buy anything, or?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. To the left. A colourful display of
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and...
To the left. To the left of some croissants and juice bottles, you see several packaged drinks. In addition, not to... What if... That's... Yeah.
Teleportation is not a thing. Oh yes, it could...
A rusty ladder leads to the roof because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks.
You're not.
And oh, a building like this, your eyes. The lieutenant looks over you.
However, and...
Oh yeah. Big boy, you and the lieutenant lean all your weight into pushing the doors up. eyes slowly.
However, and
Oh yeah. Big boy. You. The rust. In a. Not to. What if you. Ask. Yeah.
teleportation is
The distance. In a. Not to. What if you. Ask. Yeah. Because falling from that. On sec. Because you're just. The lieutenant looks. And oh, your eyes slow.
give. However, and
Oh yeah, a thin layer as your eye, and nothing. You and a thin as your eye, and
The legend! He's back!
Tequila Sunset.
Things have really turned around for you. Don't be shy, Tequila. Of course I'll do it. I'm your man. Your personal brand strategist man. Now, I know I'm not your typical choice. I don't wear a...
not so sure about the last part.
But I've got something the others don't. I'm on your level. And as I already understand...
Great can-do attitude, a billion real mindset, clinically insane.
No, Tequila, no. I'm a... What do you need?
He doesn't exactly come across as responsible. Are you sure you can trust him with your entire fortune?
I used to be a moderately high net worth individual myself. At the Boom Boom Room, I directed a team of talent architects. People so high concept their names were nothing but a single letter. We had manic ideas, fueled by copious amounts of coffee-flavored whey powder.
We're going to need examples here. Just...
Remember when Maria Capoleva caused an uproar by walking the red carpet in those slippers? The one...
No, but why don't we remember?
That was me. I did that. We sold a lot of slippers that year. Drinking is the fuel to my fire. Moistens me up to ensure the high concepts.
He could definitely work more on his hand-eye coordination.
Okay. Let me get a sip first. You see, Net worth means nothing to the people of Martinez. Nada. Null. For them to see your wealth, to really respect that, you need to convert it into something real, something tangible. The bigger the better. The Horseback Monument. That's the center of the district. They'd have to pay attention to that. We could get your name up there in lights. Damn thing's due for a reconceptualization anyway.
You're aware that monument is supposed to look like it's exploded?
I didn't say renovating. I said reconceptualization. It's me.
The level of conceptualize. But what would it cost?
Nothing up front. That's because I always put the client first.
We really haven't got time for this. Okay.
And forget about contractors and the like. This job I'm handling... That's it. I'm back! Sorry about that, my friend. This isn't about me. This is about you. Of course. A chance for you to give back to the... I can already see it. Tequila sunset, spelled out in cathode ray.
This is a good moment to bring up his drinking. He'll get nothing done if he continues like that.
Whoa there!
Yeah, whoa there. What is this?
No need to worry about that. I've got it all under control. Besides, it helps with my creativity. Gets the business juices flowing, you know? I don't think I can do it. So... No, you're right. I've got to do this. I need this. All right. Give me half an hour, my friend. In fact, I demand you to sit down here and not...
The lieutenant massages his temples and looks down at the ground.
Relax. I see you both running around like maniacs, just back and forth, back and forth. Gotta live a little. Enjoy the day.
He turns his swollen face against the snow, droplets of beer freezing in his beard.
Exactly. Just give me a minute or two.
Before you know it, the man has put down the bottle, stood up, and left. Minutes pass. The clouds change shape up in the sky. You chat a bit with old Ro. Then try to strike up a conversation with Don't Call Abigail about something other than. The lieutenant sits silent. After what feels like ages, you hear the fence creaking as if under a large weight. Look at him. Just look at him. It's Idiot Doom Spyro. He's back, like a beast made of jaundice and fetid polypropylene. He returns locked in stiff combat with a most fearsome foe.
I know. Ran into some problems there. Material shortages and the like. But don't worry.
He can't even walk straight. How did he write your name in cathode rays?
Of course I am. When you're ready, and I don't think... Just head on over to the Horseback Monument. You'll see.
The lieutenant closes.
But, if there's anything else your old friend can do for you, let me know.
Can't really remember.
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea.
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really.
The gleam in his eye. You might get scammed here.
I don't want it, man. I need it. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call...
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurer. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours. It did, with my but now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. Wet, okay? It was raining. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on... Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, so I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I wish I were tequila. I wish I were. Instead of... I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone...
Heavy is the...
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers... What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salem Rocky Baye, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous... With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Time to call Abigail.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and...
Yes?
You take the youth center, the youth. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. It is surrounded by scaffolding that has a matrix of metal tubes and wooden planks jut out at odd angles. A miserable tarpaulin. There are no lights that spell out your name. No workers with calloused hands. There's not an ounce of artistry here. That son of a bitch scammed you. Probably. This is not what that personal brand strategist of yours promised. No one even knows that you're paying for this reconceptualization. Go and have a word with him. Find out what's going on. The old king.
Tequila Sunset.
Listen, I can feel it in my guts. A bright future awaits you. The one and only... Of course not. Your trademark will be all over it as soon as the workers can get to it. I guarantee the papers will pick it up once it's all finished. With photos and everything. You'll be the talk of the town.
Papers? Maybe she'll read the papers and see your name. Hey, your new personal brand strategist still hasn't laid off the drink, even though he promised.
It isn't that easy, but I'm working on it. Don't spend a single brain cell worrying about it. Just leave it all to me. The final... anything else.
Yes? What do you want to know?
A brisk coastal wind still howls against... The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ear.
What is this place to you?
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of Seagull. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked. You take the youth center, the youth center. An old door.
It's the wash. It's military. The washer.
rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. In addition, not to... What if... As... Yeah.
Oh yes, it could hurt.
Because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks and nothing.
You're not.
And your eyes slow as your and
Give, however, and
oh yeah. Behind the pipe, the metal doors are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your.
Good work.
This isn't just glass. These are old yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system. The how was a closely guarded secret. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. These? No. These are old filament memories.
All you'll find here is pain. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov, There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off, the full head of hair matched by an amp. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the finger.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory. Kraz Mazov would have worn this Yushenka. Mazov knew where to cook those. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more feel something, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but... Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of...
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaky.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
I'm eager to return to... My wife understands that.
Come on, Morale.
And leave the traps.
Come on. She wants us back.
What? Let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified... Yes, that's...
Needless to say, you must...
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. No. The traps need to be monitored.
He's dead set on this.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into it.
That it will. That it absolutely will. I hope you brought your good boots. There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. I beg you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, bring it to me at once.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you...
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do... It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Well, wise choice.
This is the smell of dying.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A sing...
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the boiling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that the...
Finally.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions...
If it's more... But what if the information is vital? On the hunt. We would...
I see you've been talking about cryptids with...
A warm way.
With this...
Yes, back to cryptozoa.
By all means.
He's back. Bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila.
Things have really turned around for you, haven't they? You've got big money problems now. Don't be shy, Tequila.
No.
But I've got something that... What?
He doesn't...
I used at the boom...
What?
Remember?
No, but...
That was me. I used at the boom...
We're going...
Remember?
No, but what?
That was me. Drink...
He could definitely work more on his hand.
Okay. You see, net worth means the horse...
You're aware...
But what would it cost?
That's it. Sorry, I can all...
This is a good moment.
Whoa!
Yeah.
No need to worry about that. No. Give me...
The loot he turned...
No, Tequila. Let me take care of it.
before then, after what feels like ages, you hear the fence creaking as if under a large weight. Look at him. Just look at him. It's idiot Doom Spyro. He's back, like a beast made of jaundice and fetid polypropylene. He returns locked in stiff combat with a most...
I know.
He can't even walk straight. How did...
Of course, just...
The lieutenant...
But, if there's anything else your old friend can do for you, let me...
As you turn, a bright light. So... From a distant sunset, I state, what are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the super... Yeah, with a side... There's a trap in the reeds at your... The reeds bend forlornly toward... The constant. Locusts are crawling around in the trap.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
You set the apparatus. This is the trap. The reeds by the later... This trap.
Another empty trap.
Neither. This trap The wind picks nothing but...
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
The lieutenant stripped. It takes you a moment. The trap, no locus, no phasmid either, but still. Your voice echoes on the coast.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments. We've done a thorough...
A cold gust of air dries you. old money. There's no, that's, this, the old king looks